is Jermaine Franklin Jr. And shout out to Goodfella TV.
All right, yo, y'all check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped a new hip hop singles. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace. All right, man. So let's talk about David Benavidez. Chose to go to 175 and face the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev next. You got a lot of fans saying that, well, David Benavidez chose to duck Canelo Alvarez. He should have exercised his mandatory. Benavidez been wanting to exercise the mandatory. Excuse me. What it boiled down to was David Benavidez, the WBC, didn't want to strip Canelo, and they couldn't because they didn't want to lose the money that Canelo brought. So therefore, it wasn't nothing to exercise. They were not, they were not going to allow Benavidez to fight Canelo. Simple as that. And then had he, forced Canelo, they stripped Canelo. Guess what? The WBC and Canelo fall out again. Benavidez got the 68-pound title for the third time. What's the point of getting the 168-pound WBC title? You already have. You can't unify because he hold the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, the WBA, IBF, and WBO. So you can't get undisputed. So you're just doing what you done 2 times before, a third time, without being able to unify titles because of politics, because the other sanctioned belt bodies ain't going to strip them. You know what I'm saying? Who says they're going to strip him from Williams Skull? Who said they're going to strip him, the WBO, and they're going to make him have a mandatory? So people saying that, well, Benavidez, they know the politics. They saying that for Canelo to save face. And I told y'all, it ain't too many real people in boxing no more. It's not real fans. They fans of the fighters. They fans of the promoters. They fans of the managers. They not fans of the actual sport. And I think that's the problem that you run into even in the NBA. Any sport that you can facially see people. And when I was growing up, yeah, you were a fan of Michael Jordan or Allen Iverson, but you still had your team that you rooted for. Me, obviously, you see the shirt, the Detroit Pistons. Now across sports, especially when you can see their face without a helmet on, they root for players and not fans. And that's another that's another thing that a lot of people don't look at. A lot of people don't look at that aspect of it. That a lot of these dudes root for players, and they don't root for teams no more. And that's another thing that's kind of, or they don't root for the sport, or the betterment or the advancement of the sport. But yeah, to clear that up, kind of saying like Benavidez duck to help Canelo save face. Canelo didn't want to fight him. And I heard somebody in the comment section, they was respectful, said, well, Canelo had it hard coming up. Canelo didn't have it hard. He had the blue carpet treatment, man. The blue carpet treatment. He had the judges, the commission on his side, all types of stuff. He came in the game, the A side. His first belt, his first title shot was, was against a blown up Matthew Hatton. I watched it at a catchweight. Remember, he had the open scoring versus Austin Trout, so Trout had to find out he was so far behind, which he shouldn't have been. He was in it to win it. So there's been a bunch of benefits. So when he go down and say Canelo was a real one or he was a throwback fighter, I laugh at motherfuckers when they say that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now the question is this: Benavidez is going to try to push Canelo off of that Cinco de Mayo date. Now he'll be back in December. I know I spoke on this, but I want to get into detail about it. He'll be back in December versus he'll be back in December versus who we don't know. It'll be a non-title fight. That's what they're saying. In December. And then in May for Cinco de Mayo 2025, he'll be taking on Jesus Christ. And he'll be taking on the Beterbiev Bivol winner, which they supposed to be fighting October 12th. So he'll be taking on the Beterbiev and Bivol winner. So interesting. Is that fight big enough to push Canelo off Cinco de Mayo? So instead of, you know, sitting there and trying to, you know, get an opportunity versus Canelo, he trying to push Canelo off of Cinco de Mayo. Now this could force one or two things. This could force somebody to go head up with Benavidez on pay-per-view, because Benavidez pay-per-view going to be on Prime. I don't know if you can buy that pay-per-view. I don't know if you can buy that pay-per-view when you buy it on Prime. You buy it everywhere. The Zone, sometimes you can buy it on the Zone, you can buy it everywhere. So if he fight on the Zone, either that's going to force him to clash on pay-per-view, or that's going to force Canelo Alvarez to fight a name brand opponent to try to push Benavidez versus Bivol Beterbiev off that date. So that's the thing about it. So either he going to push him off that, they're going to either clash, push Canelo off the date, or Canelo have to fight an opponent to push Benavidez off the date, or they going to clash. So me personally, that's a huge step up for Benavidez to go in there. 2 fights at light heavyweight. Goldswick was a good test. Better than we thought on paper, coming off retirement. Had a few fights coming off retirement. So yeah, it was better than I thought. And then you look at it and you know, you continue to look at it and it's like, you know, who would Canelo fight to push him off that date? Terrence Crawford would have to be on the short list. Maybe move up and try to go after, try to go after Alexander Usyk or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, Benavidez going right in the lion's den, right in the lion's mouth is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a really good fight. And, you know, going there versus Beterbiev, and, you know, I think he's going to get killed. But, you know, Bivol was a good fight. You know, Bivol play with his food. He don't go for the kill. I think in Bivol and Beterbiev, you know, Bivol win if Beterbiev ain't 100% healthy. But also on the flip side of that, even he is 100% healthy in Beterbiev, Bivol can win if he stand on business and be aggressive. You know, if he stand on business and be aggressive, I think Bivol can win that fight. He got to, you know, when the opportunity is there to go for the kill, he got to go for the kill. You know what I'm saying? He got to go for the kill. So, but yeah, he gonna attempt to push Canelo for them fight dates, and he got to fight the best possible opponents. And instead of, you know, being able to have an opportunity to go through Canelo, he got to go around him. And, you know, they might make Canelo step his opponent game up, you know, because he can't come back and fight William Skull if you got Benavidez and Beterbiev and Bivol, whichever one. So, you know, very interesting. Very interesting in my opinion. Very, very interesting. So, but they got a plan. They got a plan. And everybody under the impression that Canelo with PBC, I think Canelo was working with Matchroom for this fight. I think his, you know, he had a 3-fight deal with PBC, but I think they canceled the last fight and they did the Munguia fight with Golden Boy. So now he back to being a free agent. So, so yeah, this Berlanga fight I think will be with the Zone and Matchroom. That's what I think it'll be with the Zone and Matchroom. So, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. But for real, my bad, this shit getting on my nerves. But for real, hella getting on my nerves. I hate hangnails, or not a hangnail, this shit on my nail. But for real, you know, this is a good strategy. You know, Canelo got to get down and lay down or get the fuck out the way. And Benavidez is about to make him get the hell out the way. So, you know, it might backfire, go wrong. But we'll see what happens. So, we'll see what happens. I know Beterbiev and Bivol happy to fight Benavidez. Is a good profile name fight. Ain't not a good profile names, high profile names at 147 pounds. It ain't that many. Because once you start looking, thinking about it, it's an international division. Buatsi ain't stepped up yet. Yard, I think he came short of a title shot a couple times. One versus Kovalev, really good entertaining fight. I thought was the fight of the year with Beterbiev. Bivol, Beterbiev. So it's a bunch of international flavor there, man. Hot Rod. You got David Morrell not entering the building at a 175 as well too, because Canelo contemplated a 168-pound division. So, I mean, yeah, you know, it's up to y'all to stop Canelo Alvarez. Only you can prevent Canelo from continuing to bump that. Stop paying attention. Let's act that this fight don't exist. The media should grow a pair of nuts. Stop being $2 hoes. You know, y'all want to go cover everything. Stop covering that shit, man. When the fights get like this, stop going to cover it. Take a weekend off. Take a Saturday off. Don't even send a small correspondent. We gotta treat this fight with Berlanga like it doesn't exist. We can't stream it. We can't talk about it, tweet about it, Facebook about it, gram about it. Nothing. Pinterest about it, Patreon about it, nothing. We have to treat it like it doesn't exist. Or y'all gonna watch it and continue to fucking complain. Y'all know this man ain't got no chance. Like I told y'all, Rolly ain't had no chance. Y'all still tuned in. I mean, it is what it is. If I had a chick and I could do whatever I wanted to do, fuck around, threesomes, foursomes, orgies, I can bust anywhere I wanted to, whatever. And she still was gonna be there no matter the disloyalty or the non-loyalty that I showed. I mean, why wouldn't I? That's why boxing treat the fans the way they treat it, no matter how shitty the show y'all watch. Some of y'all probably even watched that bullshit Golden Boy card the other day. Some of y'all was so fiending like Jodeci, y'all watched Jake Paul card. Absolutely hell no. I won't be caught dead watching the Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Fuck is Mike Perry? Sound like a running back for the Bengals or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. So, hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. You got Apple Podcast. You got the Patreon. Peace.